Hey y'all, it's a nice day today. Usually I would have a video or an animation for this week, but I've settled for this one at the last minute, made this on the fly. So we're gonna have to go with this because this week was rather busy. I had Bible study going on, somebody helping with a resume, and I went to a basketball game. So I didn't really have much time to get to making the animation video, but that's usually I would have 3 or 5 of them ready to go all within the next week, just so they're scheduled ahead of time. But now I'm down to 0, so I'm not necessarily sure what to do, so I made this video. The question of this video is, how long does it take to make a cartoon? So I'm gonna go into how long it usually takes. And sometimes it can take up to 3 to 5 days, or just to make the whole entire animation, just with how many steps there are. If I actually sat down the entire time, it might take maybe about 8 hours total. But I don't want to sit down on the computer all day. I'd rather break it up into pieces. And it's not just a snap of the finger and the animation is made. It's not AI either, where it's generated. There's a whole big process, everything that goes into making these. So I'll go first into talking about the idea stage. So this is where I'll get an idea. Sometimes they just come naturally, but other times it's usually just like a word, like library or AI or time, just something like that. And then I take it with the characters that already exist in the show, and I'll come up with that idea, and I kind of come up with the idea in my mind already. Then next I move into the thumbnail stage. So I've decided I started doing thumbnails first, because the thumbnail is like the most important thing that catches people's attention when they're clicking on a video. So I will go into that and make a thumbnail based on that idea that I came up with. And then I'll come up with a description and a title and this is the description. It's like a paragraph long. And then the title is something that I come up with that would also grab the attention, that would go along with the thumbnail. Yeah, that. And then I'd go into the script stage. This is where I would come up with the whole play. And it's pretty much a playwright of the character and what they would be saying, each of the characters. And I would type this in Google Docs and save that on there, and it'd usually be like 4 scenes. Then I would go into the drawing stage, and this is the longest stage. This takes the longest to do, and I do this on my iPad. I will draw them frame by frame, and I usually draw them without the mouth, and I'll explain why and soon why they don't have a mouth on some of the frames. And then I go into the voice recording stage. This is where I do the voice acting, and I use this voice changer app, and I will go and just do all the characters' voices. I finally get to the upload stage. I will upload all of the voice recordings and the drawing animations into the Google Drive. And once I have them all there in the Google Drive, I will start to edit the audio files, and these would be changing King Swabber Knoffer's voice to make it a little bit higher, and just changing and editing them a little bit just to get them to how I want. And then I move them into the character mouth stage, and this is where I will sync up the voice recordings and put them with the character's mouth, and they will start talking on there, and it will lip sync them specifically to show that. Finally into the assemble stage, where I assemble all of those character mouths on top of the videos, and then it's just, I go from there. I have to time each of them properly. It's a little bit complicated to explain that to somebody that doesn't do animation, but I have to time them each properly in a specific way on when they speak and add that into the timeline. And the timeline is a whole nother thing. And then I add in the sound effects. So these are sound effects that I'll just get from YouTube, and I'll add them into the video. And then finally, once it's all done, the video is finished, I render it, and it's, yeah, that's about it. That's how the videos get made. So if you enjoyed this, thank you. So this will be the video for this week, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.